Back inside Big Game Tonight, Jackets and Hawks on Fox Sports Ohio. And all season long, we're celebrating, obviously, the 20th anniversary of the franchise in Columbus. Last night, we took a look at the first ever draft pick for the Jackets, Rusty Klesla. Tonight, we go to the first overall pick in 2002, and that would be this young man, Rick Nash, number 61, which launched an incredible career, not only with the Jackets, but in the league.
Yes, Rick Nash had an incredible career, not only in the NHL, but also on the international stage. So guys that, was on Olympic teams, World Junior teams, and then, of course, we know him in Columbus. But what a player he was. And if you look at all these goals, the old Central, Detroit, Chicago, Nashville, St. Louis, this is where he made his living. And man, what a pleasure it was to play with a guy that talented.
Part of the celebration, year 20 for the franchise. Here's more on Rick Nash.
No one has scored more goals wearing a Blue Jackets sweater than Rick Nash. We wanted him to talk about three of his most significant goals, beginning with his first goal in his first NHL game.
Time kind of stood still at that moment, and as fast as the game is, and as fast as that night went, and as fast as my career went, that's kind of a little piece that sticks with you of how all of it came together. And I remember tapping it in, and I literally remember just looking up to the sky and smiling and just thinking, I've made it, I've scored a goal in the NHL.
It was the first of 437 NHL goals, 289 of them as a Jacket. Among the goals people still talk about, this eye-popping goal in January of 2008 against the Coyotes.
Nash now tries to slip to the fence and walk in. Nice move. Another nice move. He scored! What a goal! It doesn't get any better than this.
I don't really give myself too much credit over the years, but that one goal was a lot of luck came into it, but a lot of skill was in it too. And everything had to go right. Every time I do an interview or talk to someone in the hockey world, they always bring up that goal.
Nash also scored the goal that propelled the Jackets into the postseason for the first time. It came against Chicago.
That's the most important goal of my career. Just thinking about all the history that I have with the Blue Jackets, for me to score that goal to get us into the playoffs the first time was, my favorite goal of my career.
That's fantastic. My question for you is what we as fans ask you as a player. Just what's it like to be on the ice with someone who's that gifted, that skilled, that talented at what you do? Do you still, you're all professionals, but there's that air of certain guys like Nash that it's up here, right?
Yeah, it's just impressive. So I played, obviously, with Rick when he was only 18, 19, 20 years old. So he was really, really young, just coming in the league. But my first impression was we had training camp in PI that one year because Doug McLean was from there. And I remember we had like a little shootout, and there was a lot of people in the stands. And Rick goes down and he does this breakaway move and completely undressed Marc Denis. And Marc Denis, which was a good friend of mine, was so mad, and he was cursing, and he was not a happy camper. And I said, hey, don't worry about it. He's on our team. He's going to help you out this year. You want to dress. But he was so mad. But that's when the kid is special. An 18-year-old to come in and pull a move like that, it was kind of like crazy. So it's like, it's nice to be among greatness sometimes. And I find myself very lucky to be able to, say I played with Rick Nash. And now he's one of my neighbors.
Yeah, that's right. You had a front row seat, though.
That's right.
For some of those 289 goals as a Jacket.